celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult to protect human rights. Scooter Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest and or watch that needs you.
Hi. I'm crossing my fingers today. Welcome in, Tony. Hi, Style. Fuzzy, that doesn't tell me if you're feeling better. It just says thank you. So, hi, Hitzel. Okay, first question. Can you hear me okay? Because I've got the mic sort of, I hope, high enough to reach me, but that means it's also not fully extended. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. Kat. It confuses me when you switch back and forth between Kat and Kathy. I'm just telling you. And it doesn't take much to confuse me. And hello, Cricket Cinema, artist extraordinaire. Okay, nobody has said anything about whether you can hear me. Sound is good. Thank you, Fuzzy. Okay, I could have waited another second or two, I guess, eh? Okay, good. So hello and welcome. I'm literally crossing my fingers right now because not only am I still waiting to get this whole computer issue sorted out, because I still need to get a hold of the receipt for it, but also it decided it needed a driver update 15 minutes before the show. So let's everybody just, cross your fingers, say praise Xenu, send up good thoughts, whatever is your comfort. Hello, Bilf. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the sound feedback. I appreciate that. Hello, Feral Cheryl. You made it to a live. Yay. Alrighty. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, but I now have the arm that the camera is on, like straight in front of me, and it's kind of blocking my view of the chat. Yes, Kat, of course it did. Anyways, oh, is Becky here too and I missed her? Nope, no Becky yet. Okay, maybe she'll show up, maybe she won't, because, Becky's got a lot going on. Hello, CBF. Okay, if I have missed anyone so far, my apologies. I do not choose to ignore you, but sometimes the brain does not keep up with the eyes. It's a thing, apparently. All right, so trying to keep an eye on the chat on my phone, but that's very small. And still talking to you because the chat is in front of me. And the camera is right there. So we're just, oh, crap. And I forgot to switch glasses. So that's going to make it even more fun. Pardon me for a moment here while I pull my stuff together. Okay. Wow. That makes it a little easier to see the chat in full, except for the part that the arm is covering at the bottom, but that's okay, I think. Okay, never mind. Enough of that. All right. So hi and welcome to Scooter's Anti-Cult Report, where you absolutely can be assured that something is going to go wrong every single week. But also where we focus on anti-Scientology channels with less than 1.5K subs. I am happy to have you here, because otherwise, why am I doing it? The purpose of this show is to boost positive attention to the smaller channels in the anti-Scientology community. If they are working to end the abuses of Scientology and not end others in the community, I would like to feature that work. I will also share some of the larger channels, but my focus will always be on featuring the smaller channels. I show clips and shorts here, so please follow all the links to watch the full videos and subscribe to everyone. For those of you on the replay, I do put the links in the description after the live stream. Yes, you do, CBF. You still qualify. But as I said, I do feature some of the larger channels sometimes, so you would still qualify. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing all right, especially Ms. Fuzzy, who was not having a good time earlier, so hopefully she is feeling better. Now, I am going to continue over from last week, and I, again, apologize for the abrupt ending last week. The surprise breakdown of communication between all USB devices and the laptop itself really flustered me. And I was terrified that I was going to leave my stream hanging and not be able to do anything. So, and already I didn't have camera operation. So please, everyone, keep good thoughts. So let's pick up where I believe I left off last week, which was I was about to show you a clip from Irish Mart. When she got a visit from the Garda. And I think I'm saying that correctly, but I am not Irish. I don't even pretend to be Irish. So hopefully I've got it right. And if not, please forgive me. Oh, come on. That is not what I clicked on. Apparently that's going to happen once a week too. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I believe I have it properly this time. Gosh.
I'm here on this side of the wall, and I'm not inside the premise. You know the way.
Great.
You know the way with GPS.
I'm not saying that you're.
Oh no, just but you know the way with GPS, it doesn't pinpoint your location directly. Do you know the way GPS will say you're loosely in this area, and that's why I record. Because here's a good spot to say this is exactly where I am. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know that, but this is.
We're not stopping you at all.
Oh no, but this is particularly why I choose this, because this is a nice safe place to prove that this is exactly where I am. Because I know it's hard when someone rings up and says one thing, then you have a he, she said kind of thing.
They're just concerned because there's a lot of children there.
Yeah.
They're just concerned that you're taking photos and videos of the kids. So they have no problem with you being here. We obviously have no problem with you.
Well, they do, but I know you're doing.
No,
I know you're doing your job.
Yeah.
That you know.
Yeah. All we're saying is, if it's possible to try avoid recording the kids.
They're
just concerned about the kids.
Which I do anyway, even though legally I'm not obliged to. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm here on this side of the wall.
Sorry, it looped. I didn't miss it. It just looped on me. Okay, so there is, of course, more to that conversation. That's just a teaser, as all of these clips are. The shorts, however, they could also be teasers, but those are from the creators themselves. Hello, Eyes. Welcome in. Hello, Peter Anderson. I saw your comment, and again, like I said, the eyes work faster than the brain does, so I apologize. Oh, boy. All right, so I'm happy to say that Irish is still alive. She did not get any new jewelry, and, well, you know, Scientology will Scientology. I think if I missed it, that's possible. But I think maybe Irish took the day off yesterday, because I did look and I did not find any lives from her. So that being the case, then what I just showed you is from her most recent protest stream. But please do, as with everyone, follow the links, give them your support, and absolutely subscribe and set notifications so that you don't get unsubscribed and you do get to actually watch them. Oh, and I forgot, I have to reintroduce my co-host back here. He's once again sleeping on the job. Oh, Irish has been sick? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was not aware of that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, well, I wish her well, and I hope she gets better very soon. All right, so, Bilf. Oh, there's Irish now. Hello, I hope you are starting to feel better. I just heard that you had been sick. So, sending good thoughts your way. So, Bilf was out protesting last weekend. Time is an interesting concept when you have brain fog, or farts, as I call them. So I think it was last weekend, but I'm never entirely sure anymore. Anyway, he went out protesting with our Manning 8. And I am glad more people are making more of an effort to pair up, because it does make me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, a little nervous when someone is out there alone or wanders off on their own, not speaking to anyone in particular, Feral Cheryl, because we know what Scientology is like. So I was happy to see Bilf out there. I'm going to do my best Antics imitation and say, COBilf! How did I do? No, I'm a brain fart. You're a brain fog. Anyway, please take a look at a clip from Bilf and enjoy as soon as I find it. And hopefully I will not be showing you my email yet again. Here we are.
This is COBilf. We're on our way to the New York City Scientology org. I'm here with Manning. Reggie may be joining us later. Going to protest. I'd like to thank Antics for the delightful gift, which has been delivered. Manning is talking to this guy.
And thank you for the validations on my imitation. I've only heard it, I don't know, 20, 30 times. But I will say that Antics, of course, does it best because she's Antics. Anyway, Bilf, I do apologize. I could have sworn that I had liked that stream, but I now have. And speaking of Manning, of course, have to show you something from him too, because they were, after all, out there together. So let me find that for you. Okay. It is, sorry. Everything has decided it wants to run as soon as I click on it. and I'm not ready for it yet, and I am having difficulty here. All right. I do have the clip up and ready to go. Well, it's actually a short, but whatever. I just have to hunt it down. There we are. I'll be okay, I promise. No, I won't.
You got a lot of room? You're like 4 feet. There you go.
A mile?
Pizza, yes.
Of course I was too. We have Manning here.
That's out of the cold. Enjoy your time with your friends on the slice.
All right.
Well, PCS Central, you know. See, the police didn't do anything, you know? Thank you. You see, LAPD, that's how it goes, like when you're not corrupt, right? Allegedly. But I just can't understand why NYPD has no problem with us protesting here, but in LA it would be such a different result. Can't figure that out. If there was only some reasonable explanation for differing approaches.
So, yes, I agree. That was awesome. I do not know if it would be that cool, brain fog. I'm just saying, like, I personally think that not getting busted is cooler. Like, you know, that jewelry really is not fashionable. And the accommodations, I have heard, because I have absolutely no idea and I intend to keep it that way, but I have heard the accommodations are really not 5-star. So, oh, did you, Cricket? Do I want to know? All right. Sorry, Cricket. Sometimes it just pops out. Alrighty. So now, one of these next individuals is going to pop up more than once today. Actually, both of them, now that I think about it. Afila and George the Gnomeroamer did a very special interview, and I am only going to give you a tiny, tiny, tiny taste. Strictly business. Okay, Cricket, that doesn't make it sound any better. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm going to shut up about that now. Interview. Okay, I have found it. So, please enjoy this little snippet and make sure that you go and watch the whole thing, which I still, by the way, have to do as well. But I'm sure it was fantastic.
Scientology the musical. Did you want to introduce yourself? You can use whatever name you want.
Oh, nice. My name's Pud.
My name's Nick Boy.
I like it. Thanks, guys. Can you tell me a bit about George Glass, your group?
Yeah, so we're a art rock group who specialize in outrageous, often blood-filled, bombastic musicals, heavy satirists. So we satirize everything from politicians to religions to pseudo-religions to cigarettes to even ice skaters like Stephen Bradbury. And we even had Stephen Bradbury come to see one of our shows.
Oh,
yeah, which was...
What was his response to your show?
Yeah, he really liked it. He did ask if we had...
Scientology.
We are all paying very close attention to that clip. Oh my goodness. You see, I shut up about it and everybody else took over. Well, I imagine they could very well be. Because you're a... So, at any rate, I count myself amongst the people that probably cannot wait to go and watch the rest of that. I've been a little busy with other stuff, but it is on my watch list. All right, so now, two people who are definitely not under 1.5K subs are Jessica Palmadessa and Streets LA. And next, I do have a short to share with you from Jessica. And thanks to my computer issues, you may have well seen it already, but I don't care. I'm showing it again anyway, because it was just too good not to. Here we go.
Oh. Yeah,
So guys, look what we got out here. You're packing up the whole thing just because I'm standing here? No, you guys can continue. The fact that they're literally packing it all up just because I'm standing here. Look, they're packing up over there too.
You know what they're doing? There's a term for this. Anybody know the term? It's a 3-word term for this. They're packing it up.
You guys got a van coming? Are you taking the bus? What's going on here? There's a lot of wasted time that could be put to good use. They had you wait for almost an hour. They don't think very highly of you guys.
You signed up, you said you were going to save, they told you were going to save the world. This is what saving the world looks like?
You guys gotta get a step on it. Oh my God, you just hit the car.
Oh.
There better be no scratches, because $47 is not gonna pay for the chips.
Hey Corinne, you can't park illegally like this. You're breaking the law. You're always breaking the law, Corinne.
You guys are
So, and hello, Moose, my baby. I didn't say that very well because I'm still hearing Jessica in my ear, but you know. The cart hits the side of the door. Exactly. Like, just, Yes, I agree, Fuzzy. It was just like old times. And that is actually why I chose the title that I did for today, because I am perhaps a little tired of people saying no one is out there protesting anymore. My list of clips begs to differ. Just saying. Okay, so they didn't have space in the car for everyone. Wow. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean. Now, Heather Mack, you got to watch out for her with camera because she found a little 2D flow action going on recently, and she took video.
Xenu and his girlfriend Marlene. Well, I wonder what they're doing here. Oh, yeah. They're doing some research, aren't they? They're awful helpful, I must say. More of them later. Well, look who.
I think that works quite well along with the discussion about what Cricket was doing in that hotel selling leather. Just saying. Now, Antics of a Mama Squirrel does not just play with puppets. Hello, Brian. She recently was out minding her own business and discovered some Jehovah's Witnesses going door to door. And since this is now the anti-cult report, it falls into my subject matter. Yes, research. So I'm going to click on this as quickly as I can because all my videos are starting the moment I do. So I'm hoping you can see it. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Is the Julie or horse rocket? Yes. Yeah. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Good morning. Are you guys Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes.
You know that there are several allegations of child abuse within Jehovah's Witnesses that they've covered up, and disfellowship is cruel. It destroys families, and nobody wants you coming to their door. If they were interested in your religion, they would look it up. They would visit the temple hall. They wouldn't need you to come to them. Disfellowship is cruel. Disfellowship destroys families. You got nothing to say about the child abuse scandals? Nothing to say about the children that were molested and their abusers were protected, not the children? Because how is a child supposed to have two witnesses? You believe they have to have two witnesses. How's a child supposed to have two witnesses? You need to protect the children. Oh, here's more of them. Disfellowship is cruel. It destroys families. How is a child supposed to have two witnesses to a sexual encounter? Jehovah's Witnesses protect the abuser, not the children. How can you belong to an organization that would protect the abuser and allow children to be molested and hurt? It's disgusting. You need to reevaluate your religion, please. Thank you. Have a great day.
I do love that have a great day at the end. Hello, Fraudy. Hello, Buttercup. Welcome in. Wait, I missed something. What? Hitzel. Okay, you know better than to join them. So I know we don't have to worry about you. But, blink twice if you need help. Hello, Po on the Go. Welcome in. Good to see you. And they're racist to boot. Oh, geez, Cricket. I mean, I'm actually refraining from saying what came to mind for the moment. One attractive lady came up to me at the bus stop, and I was excited until she pulled out a watchtower and asked if I wanted to have a conversation about suffering and time. Oh, poor Bilf. That had to have been a major letdown. Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, so good for Antics. I'm very proud of her because, there is a reason why she doesn't go out protesting very often, at all, health-wise. So she did not let that stop her, and she also, I don't believe, didn't get sick. So, yay! I am so happy for her, and she really did very well, especially for not being prepared to go out there and actually protest. So, good job, Antics. All right, so now I have not featured T, a Voice Downunder, in quite some time, mostly because she has more than 1.5K subs, but she recently did a short video about sexual suppression in the Sea Org, and I wanted to share just a little bit of that with you, draw your attention to it, and encourage you to go and watch the rest. So here we go.
I was 15, and when I turned 15, I actually joined on staff and became a member of the Sea organisation, and I stayed there until I was 21, so I did 6 years for them, and then after that I was involved in Scientology again for another year and a half before I finally left it for good. It was hard because I didn't know what I was missing until afterwards. How I dealt with life in there was difficult because, I mean, as a young man, I was trying to grow. I was trying to go out and find different likes and dislikes.
So, I imagine some of you would be interested in hearing a bit more of that. Oh, was that a hit and run with Poe? Well, that's understandable. On a break, just wanted to show some support. Thank you very much, Poe. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself. So yeah, I do hope that you will go and watch the rest. Now, I am going to remain composed this week about this next person. Jeff, PTS for life, has been busy lately. I mean, when he came back, he really came back. So here is a clip from his conversation with Gabe, also known as Gabrielle, also known as Escaping the Cultiverse, eh? Now I just need to find it. Oh, here we are.
Gabe.
Yes,
Let's
Jeff.
quickly fill in anyone who's watching who don't know who we are, how we know each other. Yeah, because there might be some newer people. We have been off the air, quote unquote, the air for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we are both ex-Scientology staff members, ex-Scientologists. We both worked in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We were on staff at the same time. You were most of the time the ethics person, basically, the HAS, right? And I was the bookstore officer, and I would come and visit you oh so often. Is that accurate?
Bad.
I was naughty. You know what? And the reason why, I think part of the reason why I am no longer in Scientology anymore is I have a problem with authority.
Mm-hmm.
And so being part of an authoritarian cult on staff was challenging for me.
Yep.
Gabe.
So, as you might be able to tell, that was pretty much near the beginning of the stream, because I didn't want to spoil anything else. So please go and watch the whole thing if you haven't already. Now, I have 3 things to show you next, all under AuditLA. However, they're all different people speaking. So please enjoy. Actually, I think, I don't even know anymore. They actually, no, one of them is under Antics and I mislabeled that. So my apologies. However, if you follow the link to the short that we just shared a few minutes ago, you will get to Antics channel, and then you can go look for the clip that I'm going, well, the short, I don't even know if it's a short or a clip right now, that I'm going to share with you, because words are hard and brain function is also rather difficult sometimes.
That did that atrocity on the weekend in Michigan. We are not like that. We want to stop abuse. We are not there to hurt people within that organization. We want people to be rescued and saved, and the babies and children to stop being abused. When are you going to stand up and do something about it? Do you have any morality? That's all I have to say. I'm very upset with you that did that atrocity on the weekend.
Now, I believe that was Amy M. I'm usually pretty good with voices, but because that one is a little more faint, it's harder for me to be sure. I'm like 90% sure. And now I believe this next one is going to be Audit herself.
Thank you, and good morning. All items, please. I'm here to talk about the Faith in Blue event that's coming on. I have a printout here. Actually, I have stuff for the entire board to supplement my comments. But on October 11th, the thing is, it's normally held by Scientology, but this year they were clever. They know that we've been coming here. And so they moved it to a different church location, but you can see, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that was Audit. And the last is Antics. And if other people are calling in and I'm not getting their clips, then by all means, please share them with me. I will be happy to share them. And this one already started. My apologies for that. That's probably due to the reboot. But I will let it loop over again so you can hear the very beginning without me talking over it.
The victims of Scientology, you keep issuing permits to them. They keep abusing the permits. They keep overstepping the reach of the permits. They keep displaying the permit request and not the actual permit. Those are completely different things. What they request, some of it gets denied, but then they claim, oh, this is what our permit says, when they're actually only showing the permit request. I think, there's video evidence of that having happened on numerous occasions. I think they should be denied future permits as a consequence for these actions. And I completely support the MLK parade, and I yield back my time. Thank you.
Great job, Georgina.
Hi, thank you. I also want to speak on behalf of the victims of Scientology. You keep issuing permits.
So, yes, Antics goes by Georgina, which just adds to my confusion, but that's okay. Anyway, the call-in crew, as usual, did an amazing job, and I really do hope that I will get more clips. I enjoy sharing, Antics and Audit, and of course Amy, but I do believe there are also other people who are calling in. So, you know what? If you hear of one or two or three, feel free to share the clips with me, and I will do my best to share them. I would be happy to. Now, back to Jeff, because like I said, he has been busy. And this time, I have a couple of clips for you from a recent conversation he had with another of my favorites. And yes, I do admittedly have some favorites. Phil Jones.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just an evil act by an evil organization used to exert control. That's all it is.
But the viewpoint, the standard viewpoint in Scientology, if that happens, when someone criticizes like that, their view is, you are attacking my beliefs. They'll say it like it's a personal thing. And the thing wrong with that is, A, it's not an attack. A criticism is...
It doesn't mean anything.
Hello, Rib Guy. I don't need a clip of that. Thank you very much. I'm not even putting that up on the screen. Moving on to the second clip with Jeff and Phil.
Literally, I can name 3 times right off the top of my head that I was almost declared. You know, I had this sort of secret way around it, though, of not getting declared. And I called it the 3-day rule. If you're in trouble, you disappear for 3 days. And there's always going to be another emergency in Scientology that's going to come up. and by the time you come back in, they're on to the next guy. I was fighting against it.
So those were obviously very short clips, and you will have to go and watch the whole stream. And I'm quite sure that you will enjoy it. Now, recently, Jenna did a short on touch assists, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. But if you haven't, I do want you to see it. Oh, you did a call in for the LAPD, the Public Works, but no one recorded that day. Oh, I'm sorry, Style. Okay, so anyway, all right, let's do Jenna's short. It's getting easier for me to find my shorts.
Of Scientology, and I escaped when I was 22. When I was a kid growing up in Scientology, when we got hurt, we didn't run to our parents. We didn't actually live with them. We didn't run to an adult. We were trained to do a contact assist. If someone fell and hit their head, everyone would yell, "Contact," which meant we all had to be quiet. Then, instead of going to the doctor to make sure nobody got a concussion, or having them lay down for a bit, they would touch their head back to the thing that hit them. This is why it was called a contact assist. And we would do this over and over again until the pain magically went away. In other words, until the pain and annoyance of having to do the procedure was enough to make you say you felt better so it could all be over with, especially since everyone was usually standing around watching. When I was 10 years old, while I was doing our daily scheduled heavy labor, I got cut pretty badly by some barbed wire that surrounded the property. I still have the scar to this day. I didn't get stitches or a tetanus shot, and my parents weren't informed. In fact, I was the child medical officer who cleaned the cuts of other kids. I washed and cleaned my own cut, and then went back to the barbed wire with my friend and did the contact assist on myself. When I was 8 years old, I fell off some monkey bars.
I think I just clicked on that a little too quickly. My apologies for that. So go and make sure you watch the whole thing if you haven't already. Style, you, I think, were here earlier when we were teasing cricket. Just the way I hear these things in my head sometimes. Okay, so hello, Professor Kakan. Miss Kim was out on 6th Street in Austin on Friday again, and she was educating the public. It's always amazing to me to see how many people may be toasted, but are still able to take interest in what she has to say. So I'm just going to keep on sharing stuff with you.
That when you get done, you'll be an all-powerful being and you can control matter, energy, space, and time. But everybody that gets there knows they can't do it. Yes. What they think they will tell somebody, "Oh, I had a win today. I turned all the traffic lights green today and I got to work fast." They think they did that. But what it is they get there and realize they can't do it, but they lie because they think it's only them. They think everybody else can do it, but it's only them that can. When it's really everybody. That's how little, they're allowed to talk about it. That when you get done, you'll be an all-powerful being.
It's interesting, that fellow that was there during that clip, he actually knew quite a bit about Scientology. Some might have thought that he was a little annoying the way he kept jumping in, but I think he was just so excited to have someone there who could tell that he actually knew what he was talking about. So that's the way I interpret it, but that's just me. Now, Lens, also known as Anonymous Lens, was back out at Big Blue recently, and it was so nice to see her still out there. I think I have the right one. Yes, I do.
The hospital, because this building used to be a hospital, guys. Hey James, welcome. Loki, I'm here at Low Key. Okay, I got you. Low Key. Got it. Los Angeles. Good old LA. Here at the Blue Building. Scientology Blue Building. And you cannot trespass their property, because you can get arrested. That's all they're looking for, just any violations that we commit. And the cops will be here in seconds. And I'm not lying when I say seconds, because you know they got a relationship. The hospital,
so I mean, she's really moved into covering a wide variety of things, but it is, to me anyway, it was nice to see her back at Big Blue, because she still knows her stuff, and it was good to see her out there, and she was then able to talk about it with a much larger audience than when she was first out there at Big Blue. Now, I don't know how many of you follow what happens in Australia, but some of the Australian people were out there. Again, I can't tell if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday anymore. So I'm just going to go with recently. And that was Afila, DeeFive, and Electric Boogaloo. Now, I'm going to show you DeeFive's channel. I do not have a clip from her this time around. Now, she's got 85 subs, which is great. She was able to go live. I think we can do better than that. So if you are not subbed to DeeFive in Melbourne, and that's DeeFive Melbourne or DeeFive, please make sure that you correct that today. Now, I do have, I believe it's 3 clips to share with you. Let's just see. 1, 2, yes, 3. And things started out very well. So I would like you to enjoy. And yes, George was there with his own wee signs.
And then there's Scientology building, and this guy's been at the front all day. And I'll show you who's here. This is Electric Boogaloo. He's holding the sign. Kids cannot consent. This is DeeFive. She's come from Melbourne. And We've also got honk if you think it's a cult. And we've got Gnomeroamer, it's a cult. And we've got signs. Can you see that? And then there's Scientology buildings. And there's...
All right. Next up is a conversation that unfortunately you can't hear very well. And I didn't have a chance to get over to DeeFive's channel to see if I could get better sound from that. So my apologies, but feel free to look for it yourselves.
They actually said
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is, so when people come off the street, they don't actually know what it is. They just say, do you want help with, you know, your personality or getting on better with your family and friends and things like that. So they don't know a lot of this stuff that we have found out. So even things like that. And you know, someone might say, well, but I'm Catholic or I'm this, and they will tell them, that's okay, you can be whatever religion you want. Once you get really high in, that's when they force you to get rid of your religion, get rid of any family members that might be influencing that part of you.
They split up families.
It's very disgusting, the behavior. Yeah. Yeah.
So that gentleman that they were talking to is actually from a church next door to Scientology. So I do think he was listening carefully. I think he might just pay closer attention in the future. And finally, this happened after the protest.
From Scientology just followed us all the way over, a few blocks away. We went to get lunch, and he walked right past us. And now that he sees that I got my camera out, now he's walking away. Following people, are you, Osa? Why are you following people? Why are you following people? That's called harassment. We can call the cops, you know. Scientology, that's fucking weird. Why would you send someone out to follow us? Guys.
So, clearly they had an impact, because otherwise, why bother following them? It just, yeah, it's exactly. Creepy Osa stalking, following women. Exactly, Irish. I mean, it's Scientology. We should not be surprised, and yet I always am. Yes, Irish, I agree, calling him out. I'm not so sure he'll ponder his life changes, but he might think more carefully about following women, or maybe he'll just be a little more careful about it, or try to be. Who knows? We shall see. And finally, again, a channel that has far more than 1.5k subs. But I could not resist this, especially when I was sent a clip for it. Yesterday, LaraFM and Ashley followed a ducky bus, only to find a strange sight. So they stayed. And now, if you haven't seen this, get ready.
888 FREE 002. Just pick up anybody's cell phone, of course with their consent, because I know you guys don't know that you can't touch anybody. That's actually assault. So never touch nobody for no reason without their permission. Consent means permission. So if somebody is picking up the telephone to dial 888 FREE 002, then you cannot stop them. That is entrapment. You are trapping. That is.
So I don't think it's actually entrapment, but I do get the meaning behind that. Yes, I agree, Moose. That really was creepy AF. But I mean, that's Scientology. Yeah. Rib guy. I was looking and going, and the fact that they did not give them more than a couple of seconds to stretch, shake it out, and then resume their pose, and did not give them any water the entire time that Lara was out there. And she was out there for more than 3 hours. Like, I do have just a little experience with commercial shoots. They are always giving refreshments. There's craft services set up. You can help yourself. You have to be able to take breaks, especially if you're standing on your feet for hours. It's Scientology. I mean, there were a mix of actors, like real actors, and Scientologists out there. I have to wonder if any of the actors who were out there have ever worked for Scientology before. That's number one. And number two, if they haven't, I wonder if they ever will again. Not only because they were not taken care of, but also because of everything that Lara was saying. You couldn't miss what she was saying. Anyway, good for her. And she definitely earned her nap after all of that. And that's all I have for you today. And look at that. I might actually wrap up on time. So I do want to thank everyone for being here. Even if you're only here for a little bit and you pop back later, or, well, I'm not even going to say or don't, because I know most of you will pop back later if you were only able to pop in for just a moment or two. And I do appreciate that. And those of you who watch the replay, never apologize for watching on replay. I appreciate the views, whether you are watching on replay or live with everyone in the chat. So special thank you again to everyone who sent me clips and links with timestamps, which did not include Fuzzy again, but did include Buttercup, of course. You're very welcome, Tony, and thank you. Hugs to you too, Cheryl. Thank you. It really does make it easier when I get the clips and links. So I really do appreciate it so much. Special thank you, as always. Thank you, Hitzel, to the mods who are here to help and keep everybody happy and comfortable and in line, but nobody's ever been out of line in my chat. So, hey, you know what? Knock on wood. And thank you for that. And thank you all for being here, for your support to me and to all the smaller channels. Thank you, Moose. Take care of each other. Have a great week. And remember, like who you like, watch who you want to watch. After all, we're not in a cult. And I will see you next time. Take care.
School and Mom celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult and protect human rights. School and Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want School and Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest